So welcome back students. Now we will pick up another market form that is monopolistic competition. Here we will talk about how a firm under monopolistic competition reaches its equilibrium. So first again, what is this monopolistic competition? Yes, it is a market form in which there are many sellers, and each sellers they are producing a differentiated product. So even the number of sellers are many, okay, no one can have an influence on the price output policy of the other sellers. And yes, the aim uh, and objective of all the firms under a monopolistic competition, it is to maximize profit. And yes, it is also in this particular situation we will talk about how a firm reaches its equilibrium. That means we will talk about the situation of a firm in the short run. Like what we discussed earlier in the earlier discussion, okay, we did learn that a firm in the short run you usually experience three main situations. That means a situation when a firm is enjoying supernormal profits, a situation when a firm is incurring a loss, a situation when a firm is enjoying only normal profits. Students, I think you can see, like, if even if you look at the diagrams, they are more or less similar. But the only point of difference is that the only based on that definition. For example, obviously, a perfect competition is totally different from that of a monopoly. A monopoly is totally different from that of a monopolistic competition. So yes, as of now, we will just go through at the diagrams on the situations, the experiences of a firm in the short run, or when does a firm reach its equilibrium in the short run. If we look at this particular diagram, that is the figure one, we can see it put it shows the situation of a firm in the short run. What actually happened is that we have the 2x OX axis which measuring output, the OY axis which measuring the cost, two downward sloping curve, the AR curve, the MR curve. We have the marginal cost curve. We also have the average cost curve. Okay, the point of equality between MC and MR did occur at point E. And from this point E, the point of equality between MC and MR gives us the output OQ, gives us the price QB. Because it is from the point of equality, that is from point E, we extend downwards towards the output axis, we extend a line upwards towards the AR revenue. So from the point of intersection, after extending upwards and downwards, we get the output which is equivalent to OQ and the price QB. Producing this output, charging this much as the price, we can now try to find out how much is his average cost. The average cost of a firm, it is QA. Why QA? Because it is at this very point that the average cost curve is passing through, which means this particular firm is charging QB as a price. His average cost is QA, which means this firm is enjoying AB profit per unit. And again, multiplying this AB profit per unit with the total output, we get BADP as his total profit. This BADP, it is a supernormal profit enjoyed by this firm in the short run. Figure 2, on the other hand, shows a different situation of a firm under a monopolistic competition. Again, having the two downward sloping curve, the AR, the MR, having the two U-shaped curve, the MC and the AC. E is the point of intersection between the MC and MR. That is, it is a point of equality between MC and MR. And yes, the same thing. From here, we extend downwards. We get OQ as the output, and producing OQ as output, this firm is charging QA as the price. Again, let us search how much, after charging QA as the price, how much is his average cost. Again, if we just look at the diagram, what we can see is that the average cost is equivalent to QA because it is at point A where the average cost curve is passing through, which means this firm is producing OQ as output and charge QA as the price. And that price is equal to his average cost, which means on producing that much output, price did equal to his average cost, which indicates that there is no loss and there is no profit. And in turn, it shows a situation where a firm is enjoying only normal profits. Figure 3, on the other hand, shows a situation where a firm is incurring a loss. That means producing OQ as output, charging QA as the price. Looking at the average cost, how much is the average cost? The average cost is QB, which means this firm is incurring a loss of AB per unit. And again, multiplying this AB per unit with the total output AP, we get ABCP as the total loss which is being incurred by this particular firm, which means the picture 3 shows a situation where a firm under monopolistic competition is incurring a loss. So, summing up in general, what we can say is that a firm is in equilibrium in the short run under a monopolistic competition when he's been able to maximize profit. And under such a situation, that means in the short run, this firm or a firm can experience, that means he can either maximize supernormal profits, he can enjoying normal profits, or he can even incurring a loss. So this is the case of a short run equilibrium of a firm under monopolistic competition.